Alright, let's jump into this. This is a TA replay that I played, and this is on Divine. And I want to show you what kind of decisions I make. This has been requested by somebody. I played TA on carry, and now we also can play TA mid. I think TA mid lane is not quite as popular anymore, even though I think it's super great. Like, especially if you don't constantly have to fight, farming heroes are really nice. So let's see. I think the laning stage is not too much different than on every flash farming hero. Lina is a great example. Lina is going to do very parallel things that I'm doing. We just want to push out the wave at some point, try to get the last hits we can, and then we take, stack, and farm the jungle camps. So let's see. Trying to get some creeps. Trying to stay... This is going to be my goal. Always to be on top of the last hit chart. Tanking up a bit. I got an early bottle, so I feel super happy using some mana here. As you can see, I'm going to get some boots and even the Windlace, I think, because my goal is to stack. I will not be stationary on this lane at all. Since my TA is actually too bad to really win the mid lanes, I opt out to just push the lane and boost my own net worth. And I think, especially for the beginning, this is something I can really recommend. You don't always have to dominate your lane if you are one of the heroes that can really flash farm. So let's get back to this. So the minute 20 lane, the second, like it's 2 minutes and 20 seconds. If the 20-second lane comes to your lane, you have the chance to push it out quickly and then to stack. So this is exactly what I'm trying to do. Of course, I'm trying to hit some last hits as well, but then you can get the wave. You can block this a little bit, so the wave ends up closer to you, at least a little bit. And then you can stack at 55 this camp. This is something that you can do. It's really efficient, and you can do the same thing actually at the next minute, straight up again, and then you can combine it and take the rune as well. So I think this is one of the most efficient ways that you can play flash farming heroes. So I'm trying to do the same thing. Trying to get the last hit. He's actually hitting me quite a bit. But it's fine. I think eventually I catch up because I make better big decisions. So stacking this camp again, taking the rune, and then rinse repeat. The first wave is pretty easy. We can hold it like this, and now the second wave is coming in, and we can try to push it really hard. Nice. And now we can even think about stacking this camp, or we can start taking this this entire jungle here. I stack this camp. Meanwhile, maybe you catch that. Nice.
That was unreal.
And yeah, this is power threats. Close to minute 6. Not too crazy, but suddenly I'm a little bit ahead in last hits. Gonna push this wave again, trying to control the rune. I was so lucky actually that he didn't went for this. If you're a mid lane hero and you're playing against flash farm heroes, the least thing you have to do is you have to de-push the lane as quickly as you can by drawing aggro, for example, into the tower if you don't have any spells like Invoker. And then you want to control the rune, right? You don't want them to have free farm on the lane, push the lane into you, force you to stay in the mid lane, and also control the rune. Moving towards the Ancients, trying to stack this here. I messed up the stack on the side. And I saw myself having the haste here, so there's an opportunity to play. But some words first here. It's always difficult to make rotations, I feel like. I see this a lot when I coach people, that the way they make rotations is really forced. Like, they get a haste rune, they immediately press their haste rune, and they end up on a side lane, and they are just there for like no real reason. Just because they had a haste rune, they feel forced to go there. And we don't want to do this. We want to evaluate situations first. So you see me farming this, and now I'm looking bottom, and I'm seeing if I want to take mid. Taking the Watcher, and now I have time to look at the map. I'm seeing, okay, do I need to be mid lane? No, the lane is not pressured. And now I'm seeing bottom. I see that he used spin. I see that my Mars is in really deep, and that they're pushing towards this area. So they're pushing towards my own tower, and then I can press the haste, and I can try to punish this. See how they're diving? This is ideal. This is a trigger. Like, if I see the enemy diving and I have a power rune, then I can go for it. Because then it's almost guaranteed that we get something out of it. You don't want to waste your time. Like, imagine, you can farm this wave, you can farm the Ancients. You don't want to waste your time if you're not certain that you get something out of it. I think we get both. Yeah. Nice. And now we can... I think I shouldn't take the farm here from the Mars, but now we can go back. And we can actually stack again. Like, Silencer did a great job. He went towards the mid lane and just put off the pressure here. I think Lina should have pressured this way harder. As soon as Lina sees me, she should either TP and contest my rotation, but Juggernaut was already dead, so it might not be worth it. But definitely, she should be pushing this as hard as possible. Maybe she has an excuse for like, I may be stacking or something. But you cannot farm jungle camps. Like this, you should pressure. You should glyph this, you should dive that dude, you should hit the tower constantly. You cannot be passive here. He's not even stacking. Yeah, he's getting scared of a silencer, which does need to be. So I went back from the gank. Oops. And I got another rune actually. Yeah, I got the DD rune. So Lina didn't contest the DD rune as well. Well, unfortunate for her. I just pushed this. I'm looking towards bottom and see if something happens. And if you want to play like this, you can also stack towards bottom if you think there might be an opportunity. And then you can still decide to move backwards. But I used the DD here to just farm the ancients, because I'm looking to get up on the net worth chart again. Taking the creeps. And then I'm looking at mid, hopefully, and trying to defend this, right? I want to press the cliff here. I don't want him to have a free time. My Mars is rotating in. And he hits the major arena, actually. That was great. That was a great arena. They used Lion ulti and Lina ulti on this guy. But it was a great blind arena. Trying to contest a little bit. Because I feel like maybe we can kill this guy. I think we can't quite. Does he die? No. Unluck. But it's fine. Gonna go stack again. If there are many heroes mid lane and you don't think there's an opportunity to push the tower, you don't have to contest the farm. You can always let your support have XP and have last hits, because they cannot jungle. But you can. So yeah, it's very, very simple. Share something. Be a good human being. Okay, we're going for Desolator first. I just want to play farm heavy. We're gonna push as soon you see my supporters left, because they showed up on the top side. So I'm gonna push this wave again. I wanna create some attention. I see the Spirit Breaker top, so I can dive this a bit. I don't think Lina can kill me here at all. I could have even contested this a little bit more, but hey. I think I play too farm heavy. It's fine, it's fine. We don't really wanna disturb our redemption arc here to get most last hits. Trying to play a bit. Diving this guy actually works. Ooh, he almost died here. Woo. Look at the damage. This is fast Desolator. This is how it looks like. And he's dead. Nice. Gonna push. This guy has to cancel. We're gonna... You see, we created a lot of pressure without ever being in real danger. And now we just go back. We can farm those camps. We can farm the ancients. We always want to create pressure and maximize our net worth. I choose to go to this side. I'm not exactly sure why. I think I should have rotated back to the ancients and play on the mid tower. They're diving a bit. We could try to fight. But it doesn't look as clean. Maybe I should have stayed on the mid lane. But now, since we're all together anyway, I'm gonna go to try to get some kills. This is a bit forced, I have to say. I have to say this is a little bit forced. Yeah, back to the ancients where you belong as a TA. You can just get Dragonlance and maybe Blinkdagger or something, and then you can play like this. Oh, here I called for global. I actually have to revisit this. Because I called for global. I said, just global him, I can kill him. And he was like, no, you can't. And then I'm like, dude. I think I could have killed him. We never know. We will never know. I see one guy top. Juggernaut just went back. I'm gonna use a trap here, so I see if they TP. I take the tower. I see the Lina. I can push another wave. I'll probably go for this jungle camp here. No, it's blocked. I go for the next one. Maybe I can push one more wave. We see the line. We can kill the line. I communicate that. I think I ping my blink or something. And say, yeah, we can go. Oops. Whoops. Nobody saw that. Don't worry. Okay. Now, we see Juggernaut and we see the Lina. So I have different choices here. I can farm this camp, but I want to pressure the tower. I want people to be at this tower. I want the enemies to go here and then waste their time. And me branching back to all the camps and to the ancients. This is my goal basically. Put a trap so I can see the TPs. Now I just hit the tower a bit. They're probably gonna cliff, right? Farming this, put another trap, so now I feel really safe. I'm alone here, but I can see that they have action top. So this makes me feel really confident in playing here. Now they press the cliff. I could have went back already, but now I see the Lina on top as well. So I'm thinking, okay, let me just take this camp in between, and then I can pressure the tower even more probably. Like this next wave is gonna come up. I'm actually just gonna wait for it, I think. Hit the tower, meanwhile, and then the next wave is gonna connect. There's still no backdoor protection on this tower, which is really nice. It fades, it takes a while. Take the creeps. I see them fighting top. I don't have a TP. This is a mistake, of course, because if you have a TP, you at least have the chance to play if they completely overextend. But hey, just like this, I get a free tower. Free, quote unquote. I mean, two of my heroes, two of my cores died actually. Well. But I think this was the right play still. Now we're just branching back a little bit. And look at the last hits. Suddenly I'm ahead. This is what we love about TA. You can just farm so quick. Holy moly. Now I get the Dragonlance, and now I feel strong, right? I feel like I have impact. I can do something, actually. Farming this. Farming that. I might just wait here for the next spawn. Or branch towards mid lane. Yeah, we can fight here, we can fight. I'm happy to fight, actually. He could have pressed spells or no? Yeah, he could have pressed it. No, it was out of range. I can't blame it. I felt like I didn't have the greatest synergy with the silencer, but hey. Pushing the mid. I want people to be mid lane again. Without them benefiting it at all. Let's see, maybe we can even poke the tower. No, we cannot. So, maybe we can. Questions? No, back to the ancients. Don't overextend. No need to feed. No need to die. Got another item. Really nice. Now I feel strong. I want to go. I just got an item power spike. I have 2 supports behind me. Time to push. My Mars is coming in as well. We can definitely fight. Let's see how this goes. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Let's see. We can go even more. So here, what would you do? Would you blink in to try to save the Mars? I'm not sure. I think I should have blinked in. I didn't even have refractions. But Lion used a stun. I could have blinked in and saved him, I think. Tough call. We're just gonna kill the Lion. Then we're gonna try see if we can get some more. Ooh, that crit actually hurts. It's fine, it's fine. We get what we can take. Then we are back out of it again. Trying to finish this tower because they just have been fighting. They don't have the force anymore. Take the tower, take one more wave, and then we retreat. Take the ancients again. I'm choosing to go Daedalus first. It might be reasonable to get a BKB. But hey. Okay. Pushing the bottom wave. We see Necro. We saw the Juggernaut. We see Lion top. Now we see that we're getting charged. I didn't notice. I didn't look at the map. I think I died for this. Holy moly, I didn't see it. I didn't look at the map at exactly that point. There he was. And I didn't recognize it. Of course, I would have blinked back, right? You blink back, you put a trap. Well, that's a mistake. I'm gonna push a bit. I think actually I remember in this game I get kinda greedy because I wanna. Look, you see me playing here. I wanna play. I really wanna play. And I think it turns out we cannot. But we will see. We will see. Let's see if we get the line. Yes, we do. See the Juggernaut, and now I wanna push. This might be too greedy here. Let's look at the scoreboard real quick. So I'm feeling really confident here. But actually, my heroes, they're not that strong. And I think I overestimate this. And this Juggernaut is doing a really great job. Like, he's 10-1. Holy moly. Pushing mid lane. Trying to create some pressure. See what happens. Okay. Okay. I take the DD. And I'm thinking we can fight. Maybe we should have just roached here, right? Trying to play. And I'm dead. Really weird.
You make mistakes.
So in hindsight, we definitely just take Roche. We just take Roche with the DD, and then we slowly push mid without any dives, and then we slowly push top without any dives, and we can make this game go by quicker, right? Trying to play again. They took Roche now. Ah, yeah, I remember. So annoying. Trying to hit people, trying to force things. This is forced as well. I feel it now. I feel it now after rewatching this. I can feel how forced it is. I can just play top. We can control the triangle, slowly push the tower, and play steady. And we don't need to go high ground here, I think, as well. Yeah, I might die here again. Let's see. Actually, I get so much. Holy moly. Yeah, it's a weird mix. I feel like I'm getting a lot, and yet it's still not quite enough to go high ground and stuff. Look how fast he dies. They force the cliff, and we fight, and I think we die here. I think I die. Yeah. That hurts. So, I overstayed my welcome. I hope I learn after this that we cannot go high ground like this anymore, and we just chill a little bit. But as you can see, the game is longer, so we will see what kind of mistakes we still make. Pushing towards the top side. I'm just thinking, okay. We got BKB now, but we could finish maybe the shard. It adds up nicely with the silencer. Pushing this a little bit. Now I see them running top. I'm pinging for help. Maybe we can play, but we cannot play. We're thinking about fighting here. In my mind, this is a fight outside of the base, so it should be easier, right? Looking... we see the Lina, and then we go for the Lina. Yeah. This is what I want to see. That was unreal. And now I'm thinking, hey, Lina's dead. Maybe we can push again. So in my mind, something changed, right? Before we pushed, it didn't work. So, but Lina is dead, so this should work. Let's see. Let's see if this is the case. Oh yeah, it is not the case. Holy moly, I'm dead quickly. Yep, really unfortunate. So basically, my call here put the whole team in danger, which is really bad leadership, I think. As a mid laner, if you're the one with like most net worth on your team, which isn't even true because the Medusa has more, it seems like. Oh, not quite. But you need to be careful with the calls you make. So we just take Roche. Finally, only takes 33 minutes. Nice. And now we're pushing again, which might be stupid as well. I think here I'm just poking a bit and then we retreat. It feels so messy, right? It doesn't feel correct. We're gonna see. Slow push. Whew, Aig is gone. Okay. Oh, he's not dead. Ooh, I might be dead. I'm not dead. They are dead. They're not dead. Oof. Again, look at this. It's the same mistake again. Why do I insist on pushing this? We can just chill, wait until they leave the base, and then we can have so much easier fights outside of the base. Like this, for example, is punishable. You take one hero, you smoke, you try to do something. Look, that's almost close in the end. Holy moly. Okay. I wanna... yeah, TP back is a good thing. Maybe play on the top side or something. Try to capture the map. Now we're smoking. This is better, right? They're outside of the base and we're smoking. This is so much better than fighting high ground like stupid for 4 times in a row and losing. Nice. Catching the line. Good. Looking for Necrophos. I think he escapes. Yeah. Slowly poking. Maybe. Because 2 people are dead. Necrophos dead. This is good. Medusa pushing mid. This is good as well, I think. Medusa dead. This is not good. I think we have to go back here again. I keep dying like this. That's actually crazy to see how much I really force to be here with like no reason at all. Like why? Why do you keep insisting on dying in the same place over and over again? Dude, I definitely have to change that. Look, that was close actually, that game, because I kept feeding. Playing here. Now they're outside of base. Like now the fight should be very, very easy because they're outside of base and we can capture some kills. Yeah, look at this. That works. That does work. It always works if we're not playing into their high ground. So, yeah. Just don't play at their high ground, right? You can try it 2 times, maybe 3 times. If it doesn't work, it just doesn't work. I shouldn't force this constantly. But hey, here we are. Trying to push waves, trying to push the tower. Nice. But again, like look at the scoreboard. It has been a rough game. I overestimate how strong, or how I underestimate how weak we are, or overestimate how strong we are. Both at the same time. Now finally we're taking this. We're trying to fight with the Juggernaut. I'm trying to survive. Holy moly, almost dead again. That would have annoyed me if I died there again. I'm dead again. No, I feel like I want to buy back in grief. But hey, one more fight. I buy back. We try to wrap around. We try to make a move. And I think this is the winning move. Let's see, let's see. Yeah, because they're outside of base again. They lost the fight like 2 times here. And we lost, but yeah, they're still taking it. But I can blame them because I'm losing a fight 5 times here and I still play. So yeah, this looks better. Looking for opportunities. We could immediately try to smoke again. After this Roche, just search for more kills. I think I'm pushing the bottom wave. Yeah. But we could smoke again. Could group up. I feel confident. And now they, yeah, this was interesting. So they decided to step outside of base. And I'm not sure why. Because they could have just chilled, right? He stunned me. Fair. But I have Aegis. And they stepped outside of the base. Now the global hits. And I respawn and I can get some decent damage on 2 heroes. Jugger has to TP out, he gets cancelled, he's dead. 4 people dead, and the game is over. Alright, so notes to myself. Do not, if you die here twice, you're probably gonna die more. Just don't overextend and feed on the high ground. Show some patience. And farm more, keep increasing the net worth lead. Secure the map, so your team has some extra boost in net worth as well. And then at some point you can take high ground when you're clearly ahead. But I've been trying to force this way too much. It was actually really helpful for me to look at this again. Cool. I hope you enjoyed it. You get some value out of it. Yeah, look at the farming patterns a little bit. I think it's not too complicated. Yeah, you just push out the wave at the minute X20. And then you stack. And then you farm. And then you're richer than everybody else. Usually. Cool. Hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next one.